Right, it's beer review time once again, and I'm just going to grab it. It's another one from Westerham Ales, who kindly sent us some beer to try, and we're going to go with Freedom Ale. Let's try and get this to zoom in for you there. There we go. Right, I'm going to crack it open, and then I'll read a little bit about it for you. I'm not going to get all this in this glass, but I couldn't find the other glass, so I think it's a bottle condition. It looks like there's a little bit of sediment. Yeah, there is. I'll stop it just there. I'll keep hold of the bottle a minute. So it says, in 1788, William Wilberforce met his friend William Pitt the Younger at Pitt's home, Holwood House near Westerham. In his diary, he noted, in a conversation with Mr. Pitt in the open air at the root of an old tree at Holwood, I resolved to give notice on a fit occasion in the House of Commons of my intentions to bring forward the abolition of the slave trade. After 20 years campaign, the Act for the Abolition... I can't speak properly now, I haven't even had the beer yet. Abolition of the slave trade was given royal assent on the 25th of March 1807. Today, the human tragedy of slavery continues with human trafficking and child labour. Sales of this beer help support Stop the Traffic, who work to eliminate such activities. That's pretty cool. There's a little... I don't know if it will zoom in enough. Just in the corner there. No, it doesn't want to zoom in. But there's the Stop the Traffic's logo, which is like a handprint, and the Western Brewery supports. Wow, that's really cool. I believe, let me just see. I don't think this is a gluten-free one because it's not saying it anywhere on here. No, it is, sorry. Bottle condition, contains barley and certified gluten-free, so another gluten-free again. Again, always looks quite dark, but it's a lot lighter. Kind of a light to almost copper colour. Gonna dive in. A little hint of almost like a toffee on the nose there. I'm gonna go for a first slurp. Slightly stronger one this. It is at 4.8%. Quite a nice bit of finish on that. It's almost like a little bit peachy again. There's kind of almost a peach note, but almost bordering towards kind of a slight hint of fruit salad, like you get in some of kind of the bolder American IPAs, but not in your face. It's just kind of a nice bitterness. That's really pretty good. I think I've probably shook the bit up at the bottom, so I don't really want to dash it in the glass and give it bad press, but I didn't have the right size glass for the bottle. Carbonation again is spot on. Quite sort of a medium mouthfeel, I'd say. Quite a good body to it. Very easy going again. I mean, I haven't struggled to drink any of the Western beers. They're kind of sessionable, even when they're at, you know, a higher, what people consider a higher strength rather than a, you know, a lower strength beer. But they're just so tasty. Now, I'm obviously not saying that because I've been sent some beer, but because prior to this, when I did the review for Hop Rocket, I'd had the good fortune of drinking some Western beers at Polesden Lacey, a National Trust place as well. And they were being served from Polypins, 2 different beers. I think one of them might have even been the Churchill beer that I've already reviewed. They were just fantastic. The sun was out. There was Lazy Jazz Sundays playing at Polesden Lacey. We'd never been before. We was with the family. The kids were running around on the on the green grass and drinking some of this Westerham beer. It was just like, from that point, I was kind of sold. I was like, this brewery makes fantastic beer, and I kind of search them out every time I go to sort of a National Trust place and find out that Scotney Castle had a Scotney Bitter or a Scotney Pale and that, and yeah, and to find they do sort of like a wealth of different beers, sort of like old ales and kind of stouts and the Bohemian Pilsners now. They're a fantastic brewery. A brewery actually I think would be really good if they did canning, if they did cans on some of their beers, because they're just good beer. If you can get Western beers, you've got to try some. So this has been, if it will zoom in, there we go, Freedom Ale from Western Brewery. Fantastic drop. Cheers.